Hello again. As I'm making this video, I'm literally counting my blessings of all these years of my living in this world. This world that, despite undergoing immense turmoil recently with COVID, it has come back on its feet this year and is stronger than before, including you and I. Well, this is a relatively special year, a year of milestones. So on the 9th of June, I'll be completing 3 decades on this earth. Well, this year becomes more special also because this May, two of my most loved people, my grandparents, celebrated their 60th wedding anniversary. Well, that's something that goes out of our imagination, especially as we live in this era where marrying at 25 has become early and staying in close-knit relationships a blessing. Well, like a lot of people, my childhood, in fact, my youth and my adulthood has had a significant effect of the blessings, love, and care of these two people. I call them Amma and Dada. They are indeed an inspiration, not just to me, but to my entire family. And their stories could be an inspiration to many others as well, like a lot of your grandparents, I'm very sure. While my grandfather was a source of strength and support in ensuring not just his children, but the others in the family also got well educated, confident, and made a life and living for themselves. My grandmother's story is absolutely amazing. Like her determination and sense of independence that made her clear her 10th standard exams years after she dropped out of the school and with 4 kids of hers. So Amma has always made sure that the girls in the family stood very confidently in front of the world and became financially self-dependent along with the ability to nurture a family. So I just pray that we grandchildren and the generations to come inherit this spirit from the both of them. So for this year, to celebrate both these milestones and more, I'm planning a small give back. You can say a give back party. So the one thing that my family has most valued and has taught us dearly is the importance of education. We were privileged to get such a family and the appropriate resources at the right time for us to end up with a good education, good school, and amazing support, but many don't. So this year, I'm calling for your support to join me in giving back to those children around us and far from us the education that they deserve. So when we think of children who are deprived of education or the right education and resources and even avenues and opportunities, our imagination can only go up to say the people that we see every day, right? But in my case, thanks to a friend and an alumnus of Teach for India, his name is Ashish. He and his organization Shiksharth, they work not just in a rural, but a tribal area that's also a Naxal affected area in Chhattisgarh to ensure that education is accessible and is there in the right quality, in a great quality for the children out there. So Shiksharth is a nonprofit that develops positive experiences for these children who come from these areas which are of conflict and adverse geography. So how they do it is they strengthen classroom instructions, community engagement, and also take the support of local system. So they are based out of a tribal Chhattisgarh in Sukma district and Bastar division of Chhattisgarh in collaboration with the local administration. So Shiksharth has been working in Sukma since 2015. And I know Ashish for quite some time now, for more than 4 or 5 years. And he has been in Sukma for more than 8 or 9 years now, working there in and out, like day in and day out, with proximity of problem in an immersive mode. It's not just like sitting in front of a laptop and making plans, but actually he is on the ground each day, every day for all these years. So among various pressing issues of this community, they engage with fundamental educative challenge in tribal areas. That is, difference between medium of instruction, say Hindi in school and children's mother tongue because they come from a tribal area. They also work with authorized state curriculum. and also work on the content and context of the children while they address the issue of safe spaces for children who are traumatized by the ongoing violence in their daily lives. Because the work that they do is not just to teach them, say, literacy, but also to help them to actually learn things and get that safe space. So Shiksharth at the core believes in community. It's not just to hire outsiders to come and teach them something. There are amazing stories, by the way, that Ashish can tell how these experiments were done and failed. So Shiksharth believes that community-led model of education is the one that the community needs, and is and right now Shiksharth is working on ways by which community, its wisdom, culture, and customs can be contextualized and incorporated in classrooms in terms of content as well as pedagogy. So that's why they groom, train, and hire people and youth from community to lead the teaching and learning in their schools. So currently they are serving 8,000 children in 140 schools and 25 gram panchayats. So with an intent to add a drop to the ocean of good work that Shiksharth is doing, I am targeting to raise this year 90,000 rupees. 90 comes from the milestones of my 30th birthday and my grandparents' 60th wedding anniversary. So 90,000 will go for two of the causes at Shiksharth itself. 30,000 will go towards the salary of one community teacher for a year. So this will secure the education of 30 plus children in a school and the livelihood of that community teacher. The rest 60,000 will go towards the resources of approximately 30 odd children with learning kits of approximately 2,000 per child. And Ashish has specifically nominated a school for this particular campaign of mine. This school is called Avali Para, and it's in Chindagarh block of Sukma district. It has around 42 children who will be getting learning kits, school library for stories in local dialect, and contextualized coloring books as well. When I started the series of campaign in 2020, 2 years back, and the target was 28,000, with your support, we were able to raise 66,000. And last year, with your support, although the target was 29,000, we were able to raise 1,54,000. That was quite unbelievable for all of us. And we were together able to support the education learning kits and also food and nutrition kits for more than 500 children last year. And I'm very sure that this year again, we will be able to do much more for children in areas which are very hard for people to reach. So I think this I find as an opportunity for all of us to contribute and do good for these together. Honestly, I wanted my grandparents' anniversary to be extraordinary, but I wasn't sure how to make it one. Then I realized there is no better gift than giving back and living the values that they taught us. So while I celebrate my milestone birthday of 30 years, I'm positive I have your love and blessings as always. So join hands with me to give back and give the education that these children deserve. Wish you all the love, happiness, and health, and see you soon. Thank you.